We have some new evidence showing that Republicans are not all that wildly enthusiastic about any of the major candidates running for president. You see the numbers in front of you there. We ask Americans, if Romney, if Santorum, if Gingrich were the Republican nominee, would you vote for them enthusiastically or vote for them mainly as an attempt to keep Barack Obama from being reelected? And you see there 35%, so they would be voting for Romney enthusiastically, 34% Santorum, and 28% Newt Gingrich. Those are not very high numbers. Let's look at some comparisons. We can go back to this same question that we asked about John McCain back in 2008, a little earlier, in late January, early February, and at that point, almost half, 47% of Republicans said they would be voting for McCain were he to be the nominee, and of course he was, enthusiastically. 47% said they would vote for McCain enthusiastically. Let's look at some Democrats. We asked the same question about Barack Obama and about Hillary Clinton. The numbers you see in front of you there are late January, early February of 2008, when those two candidates were still duking it out to see who would be the Democratic nominee. Look at those numbers, 55% and 53% of Democrats saying they would vote enthusiastically for those two individuals if they became the nominee. Even when we go back to 2004, we asked the same question in late January, early February of Democrats about John Kerry. 45% said they would be voting for him enthusiastically. So we're putting all of this into context. We can see that Republicans simply aren't wildly enthusiastic about any of the candidates at this point who could be their nominee for president. And clearly, they are less enthusiastic now than Republicans or Democrats had been about possible nominees at about this point in previous election years. This is interesting because other data show that Republicans are in general more enthusiastic about voting this year than Democrats, but it doesn't look like these candidates are wildly exciting the Republican voter base at this point. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Gallup Editor-in-Chief.